You've probably never heard of Chicago-based 16 on Center, but if you've explored Chicago, chances are they've wet your whistle, delighted your palate, and tickled your eardrums. They draw us out of our homes, enable us to unplug and engage, creating the places that create neighborhoods. My name is Adam Voss. I'm a father, an entertainer, and I'm a marketing geek on the hunt for cool brands. I've only got 12 minutes to tell you about their stories in our city. This is 12 for 12. "16 on Center is all about creating bedrock neighborhood establishments, bars, restaurants, and music venues, places where people want to hang out.
We take a great deal of pleasure in going into a neighborhood and being that kind of place that, is a little beacon of culture, people can hang out, it's very comfortable.
We try to create a place that we want to hang out at. That's always sort of our main goal because we do hang out at them a lot.
Our business motto, what it was from the very beginning, was to create places where you yourself would want to go with the hopes that there were some other suckers out there that felt the same.
It all began in 1992 with a neighborhood saloon in Ukrainian Village called the Empty Bottle.
When we started the Bottle, I opened it up with, I believe it was like $830, and people were starting to move into that neighborhood who all of a sudden would come in and start being part of it. I mean, this was really kind of a community.
Even when you're short at the Empty Bottle, you're tall.
I've seen some great shows at your place.
Yeah, I knew that the music that we were booking there, that not everybody was going to like, but it had to be that I liked it, that we liked it collectively. That was the only way that we could go about doing it. It was an honest approach to it. It meant that anybody who was telling you about this place could speak to you from the heart.
Yeah.
And it was the only way that I felt like I could do something and feel really proud of it.
In 2010, Bruce branched out, opening the Hair Saloon Beauty Bar in nearby Noble Square, followed by Longman and Eagle in Logan Square.
Longman came out of us growing up and our likes changing. I mean, we started liking food and we started liking bourbon. I mean, I love bourbon.
Likewise. Longman and Eagle is not only a craft cocktail bar and an award-winning restaurant, but also a boutique hotel.
We just wanted to create an old-style Chicago Inn, and we wanted a place that, once again, was the corner piece of the neighborhood, a place where people could go on their way to the train. Maybe they'd go back there at night, where the guy sitting next to you on the bar stool was your concierge. It was like a welcome to our Chicago. It didn't have to be that you were at the Mag Mile staying to experience Chicago. Chicago is the city of neighborhoods.
Truly. Sorry, I'm late. I was late.
Yes, you were.
I'm here now. You work pretty closely with Bruce because you're doing a lot of marketing. What's that like?
Every single day, he's at every single place. He's that dedicated to all of his places, like you want to be as well.
Yeah. From the very beginning, Longman and Eagle was a rock star in Chicago's culinary scene, earning a Michelin star its first year and every year since. As Bruce's first venture with real estate maverick and partner Craig Golden, it seemed like a very good omen.
I mean, and we were pleasantly surprised, I guess, would be the understatement. It went well, and so we thought, like any, person that relies on blind luck for a business strategy, like, let's just keep doing it.
Craig had firsthand experience in helping improve Chicago communities, having launched Evanston's celebrated music venue Space back in 2008. But it wasn't until Craig discovered a property in Pilsen that 16 on Center really began to take center stage.
Someone said there's a building available, you should look at it. It was very surprising how cool it was, and I remember calling Bruce, going like, I don't know where the hell you are, but you gotta get in your goddamn car and come down here, because if somebody else comes in, they might just get this.
Built in 1892 by John Dussek, Thalia Hall was originally established as a multi-purpose space offering commercial storefronts, residential housing, and a community hall. But after years of neglect, it needed the right people to restore it to its former glory.
This was really quite an endeavor, but I think we turned this thing around in about a year.
Wow.
Yeah.
So this is the Michelin-starred Dussek's. It's a historic landmark now?
It is. It's a landmark property as of 1989. It was built in 1892 by John Dussek, a Bohemian immigrant. In addition to building this property, he also operated his family tavern right here. So our story for the restaurant concept is reestablishing John Dussek's place.
Even the decor, I mean, the woodwork, the tin ceiling, the vintage fixtures, the Edison bulbs.
Yeah, we wanted to preserve a lot of that feeling of the original property.
So John Dussek, he was a tavern owner, he was kind of a community builder.
Indeed. And the Thalia Hall property was built as a public hall, which would have been a common institution in most neighborhoods.
Walking through Thalia Hall is like stepping out of a time machine set to turn-of-the-century Chicago, a time when the city was redefining architecture and taste. Dussek's Board and Beer is a little piece of Czech bohemia. Punch House is like an old-fashioned boozy basement punch bar. Tack Room is a classic piano bar complete with melting candles on the piano top. But the crown jewel is Thalia Hall's 1,300 capacity music venue at the top of the stairs. Wow.
Check this out, huh?
It's amazing. This is kind of like the creme de la creme of this building.
Oh yeah, without a doubt. I mean, this theater is the perfect size and shape. It has that feeling of grandeur, but at the same time, it's intimate.
Yeah.
Pretty special place.
There's ghosts in here. There's a lot of energy.
You know, prior to completion, there was another floor above this floor. There was this one spot that all of the tradesmen claimed was haunted. They'd walk through there and it'd feel a little chilly or something like that, right? So when we finally pulled that panel up,
Let's go.
we pulled that panel up, and in that spot that they had been referring to was a little pile of bones.
That's creepy.
It is real creepy.
The theater is amazing, acoustically and aesthetically.
Yeah. I think that's one of the things that Craig and I have gotten kind of known for, is the ability to let the bones of a property speak for itself. The realization that whatever interior design we could do would in no way better what was originally there in the first place.
Although the look is vintage, the entertainment certainly is not. The heart of Thalia Hall's scene is the same community that grew up at the Empty Bottle.
It was the natural progression of helping bands that we had worked with over the years to keep growing with them because they wanted to grow with us. They couldn't play the Empty Bottle anymore, but you know, if we could do Interpol over there, why not? It kept us being able to work with these bands, and these people were friends.
In 2014, 16 on Center expanded south into Hyde Park with a melodious match of food, booze, and music called the Promontory. Then in 2016, the company moved into Fulton Market with St. Louis Assembly, a tribute to the Chicago Classic Cafeteria, and Money Gun, a seductive craft cocktail bar next door. I can't believe this is episode 11 of 12 for 12, and it's the first foray into food, because I love food. And here at St. Louis Assembly, it seems like they do it right.
Buffalo fried okra. House-made biscuits with some honey butter for you.
Oh, delicious. Great homemade recipes served entrees in a very simple place. It's like a diner from the 60s, 70s. But hopefully my crew will join me for dinner. Cheers.
Cheers. They actually give us 12.
12 for 12.
We're only doing dozens.
Look at this mac and cheese. Look at this. And as the sun set, our stomachs were primed and ready to head next door for some craft cocktails at Money Gun. Can I actually get 2 Sazeracs? Sharing moments like these makes life so much sweeter. It's also the founding principle behind 16 on Center's latest venture, Revival Food Hall. This massive 24,000 square foot marketplace in the Loop brings 15 of Chicago's best restaurateurs together under one roof.
The places that you leave the Loop for to go home and have dinner, why shouldn't they be able to eat that at lunch? You can walk in with a group of 10 people and all go eat what you want and then come back and sit down and hang out.
Revival Food Hall is quickly becoming a tried and true institution in Chicago, and this is the goal of everything 16 on Center touches.
16 on Center, it's a building moniker for building something that's built strong. You know, when they talk about putting in a nail 16 inches on center.
Every 16 inches.
Exactly, it's built to last.
As we like to say, food, alcohol, and music, 3 of the 4 best things to do on any given night. And you know, we're only good for 3.
Yeah.
We can only give
you do the fourth on your own.
You know.
Or with a friend.
You can fill in the blank.
Once again, you go back to the idea of this whole thing is, these are all places that I want to go to.
Yeah.
I mean, my favorite place still is the end of the bar at the Empty Bottle.
Cheers.
Do we drink it all at one time, or do we sip on it?
Just sip on it. We're sophisticated.
Oh wait, we decided to sip on it?
Wow, I can't believe you just did that, and then I did it.